This 5,000 kilometre trip took us into western New South Wales and central Queensland, and it was across to the coast to Bowen and south through Kingaroy and Toowoomba. Today's video takes us from Bowen down to Mundubbera. From Bowen we headed south down to Conway Beach, where we did the various Whitsunday experiences. Then we stopped at Serena for a few days to explore the Makai area. And then it was southward again for an overnight stop at Marlborough before heading through Rockhampton and a stop at Biloela for a week. Finally, it was down to Mundubbera, with Google Maps trying to take us along various shortcuts, which wasn't the best towing a van. The 100-kilometre drive to Conway Beach took us some time because of roadworks. Now, Conway Beach is at the southern end of the Conway National Park, about a 30-minute drive to Airlie Beach, and it's actually a very nice quiet spot. Now the caravan park was excellent, with a great 50s style cafe at the reception, and they also did some great meals. And we got a really nice site. Besides the caravan park and a number of houses, the beach was the major feature, although the water did go out a long way. Now, just a few kilometres from the caravan park in the Conway National Park is Cedar Creek Falls. A really nice spot, but very popular. We also drove out to Proserpine, that's the local larger town, and it's actually on the Bruce Highway. It has a rather nice main street. But it is also a sugar town. Now, about 20 kilometres to the west is the Peter Faust Dam on Lake Proserpine. There's a great campsite there, so we might well make use of it next time we pass through. At Sid Harbor, there was a walk that we wanted to do. It was called the Beak Walk. We managed to find a space in the very small car park that had great views over the beautiful water. And so we head off along the path. The path headed down towards the beach, but it actually had quite nice views over the water. We arrived down at Coral Beach, and it's easy to see how that got its name. A little way along the beach, we then headed up towards the lookout. Now, this lookout provides just the best of views as we look at Whitsunday Islands and also the entrance to Sid Harbor. The next day we returned to Sid Harbor to join a cruise out to the Whitsunday Island. And right on 9 AM we left the jetty. And at this speed we were soon in Sid Harbor. Now Sid Harbor is one of the favourite anchorages in the Whitsunday Islands group. And then we came around the top of Whitsunday Island via Hook Passage and then came into anchor at Tongue Bay. We then got ferried across to the beach so we could walk up to the lookout. The view from the top did not disappoint as we looked out over Hill Inlet and Whitehaven Beach. After lunch, we moved anchor down to the south end of Whitehaven Beach. Now Whitehaven Beach is one of the world top ranked beaches and therefore it was pretty busy. We took a walk up to the lookout and of course there were more steps, but the view all makes it worthwhile. It's no wonder the Whitsunday coast is known as the 100 Magic Miles. We spent one day looking around Makai with its wide streets and Art Deco buildings. And then we drove over to the marina for a coffee and a look around. Quite a big marina. And there was also a very big wall, keeping it from the ocean. From the marina we drove up to Lamberts Luca. This was another place we had found and had morning tea on our motorhome trip down this coast a few years ago. And of course, there are great views out to the islands. A few kilometres south of Makai is Hay Point Coal Facility, and it's a great viewing area there. This is so large that actually the ships that are being loaded all look quite small. And of course, there's still a large number of ships anchored off, waiting to load. We based ourselves at Serena, which is a sugar town 30 kilometres south of Makai. It's a really neat caravan park there. Now in the main street, there's a large cane toad. and the main street, being on the Bruce Highway, is rather busy. There's a good tourist centre there with museum and sugar distillery tour, and we did visit the museum, but to be honest, I think we were a bit museumed out by this time. Although we did discover that Vegemite was started around here. They also had some really wonderful wooden trains for sale. Now just over the back was the sugar factory, and the cane trains ran day and night to feed it. Now we were heading for Biloela with an overnight stop at Marlborough and a quick stop at Rocky to go to the supermarket. Now Biloela has the normal wide roads we've become accustomed to. We had planned to stop here at the Heritage Centre, but the camping area there was closed because of the flooding, so we stopped at this great caravan park. A few kilometres out of town was the Makai Dam and the lake. Probably it was used to cool the power station. It was all very nicely done, but the water was rather low. We had got some good reports on the Heritage Park, so we ended up spending nearly half a day there. It was rather sad actually, the camping area was closed. In the main hall, they'd set up several great displays. Then we walked around the lake to get to the next display hall. Now, I remember all the halls had kitchens like these. And of course, there was the old railway station. Now, I love old steam engines. I think I must have got that from my father. And I also love old farm equipment. We couldn't quite work out what this harvested, and there were no signs attached to it. And of course there were several old trucks there. These old thrashing machines I remember from my childhood. Now most of these country towns have murals, but this one and the water tank was one of the best, and it tells the story from prehistoric times, the First Nations, and then on to the settlers. We continued south to that lovely little town of Mundubbera and stayed at one of the best presented caravan parks we have found in this trip, at the Three Rivers Tourist Park. It really was very nice. We drove 40 kilometres out to the Auburn River National Park to look at the gorge. Because of all the recent flooding, the roads were only just reopened.
See where we are.
First, it'd be out to the lookout, and then down to the water level. There's still a lot of water going down. The path down was actually in very good order given all the recent weather. A really nice walk to finish our visit to Mundubbera.